Welcome back, everybody. Gaming Grandpa here. This is episode 4 of Undead Horde, and as you can see by the map, I pretty much got this game licked. I just had to finish the Citadel area, and if you notice, where am I at? I'm highlighted, on the old castle dungeon, and once again, that's the secret. I have a few secrets left to get, and then I'll finish that one up. And I only have a few more areas to get, so achievement-wise, we're looking pretty good. Now, I wanted to also just touch base on the achievements that I have earned so far. Let me see here. Okay, I did finish the... Okay, I sold 20 skulls. I don't know if I covered that the last time or not, and I apologize for that, but that's easy. You know, you're going to get tons of items to go in your inventory as you progress through the game. And granted, the further into the game you get, the higher level you are, the higher the items that you can pick up. You can also buy them back at the crypt. And it's not hard to get 20 skulls to sell, and you will sell them. So, because you could use the money. And the Were Chicken one, the chickenified 20 enemies, like I said, you just pretty much have to kind of take this one patiently, because there's tons of enemies, and the higher level you get, the better the staff is that you can turn enemies into chickens. It allows for more HP, so even the tougher enemies you can turn into chickens, which really helps. But that one I just got not too long ago. I finished the Wastelands. I claimed that one 100%. The Grim Reaper one, kill 3 humans. Some people would say this is the hardest achievement in the game. I waited until I got into the Citadel area and I started fighting the paladins and the humans again, and I didn't take any of my guys. I just went in alone. So basically I went from the crypt and I didn't spawn anyone. I just went straight to this area, and I had my scorpion staff. So what I did was I ended up setting my scorpions loose, and they went in there and poisoned a bunch of the guys, and they just kind of swarm them. And when a lot of the enemies got down to half health, I just walked in with my scythe and swung and killed about 4 or 5 of them at one point, and boom, it popped. So that one's really not that hard to do, but you have to do it with humans, because it even says kill 3 humans. So either early in the game you could save an area and not claim it, or wait till you get to the Citadel. That's where I got mine at. Now this one here, once again, you just get, by the time I got to the Citadel and finished, I think, the first area in the Citadel and claimed it, then that one popped too. This one here is actually in the dungeon. It's a yellow chest that you open, and it's in a secret area, and once you find it, I'll show you what it does, but I think it's the best book in the game. And then that's pretty much it. The rest that I had to do is just claim the Citadel. This one, once again, is the last achievement that you do. Once you clear everything and once you complete the game, pretty much it's going to ask if you're done or if you want to advance to Era 2. Once you do that, the game's over and it goes into like replay mode, but it's the end of the game. So whatever achievements you don't have, you'll have to restart it, and you don't want to do that. So don't do that one until the very end. This one you'll get in time. I'm in the Citadel, so I had the last 2 ones I'm working on, the Templars and then the Crossbowmen. I'm almost done with them. This one here, once again, just pretty much to claim the whole area, you have to kill all the enemies, and by doing that, you pretty much go through the entire map of the area anyway, so that pretty much will pop too. Same thing with that one. Once I claim the Citadel area, then I'll get this achievement as well. Complete all quests. There's really not many quests you can miss. I mean, I suppose there is if you don't click on every skeleton that you come across that will talk to you, and that's all you do, and then make sure you go back and complete it, but that way this one would count. And find all secrets, and I'll show you something here after I finish this mission where I'm at, about how to tell how many you have and how many you have left. Now if you can see, I'm going to show you my inventory real quick. Some of these, it's just whatever you really want to use for the most part, but here is that achievement. That's the book. If you notice, I had this book down here, the Book of Determination. And that one basically lets you raise your dead even though you're getting attacked, which really helps, because until you get this book, anytime you try to raise something, if an enemy comes up and shoots an arrow at you, boom, it restarts it, and it's just a pain. So by blocking that, it really helps. But look what else this one does. When you get to the upper levels of the game, the upper areas, your command cap you want as high as you can possibly get. That allows you to summon more people. And it just builds your army bigger. So anything that has the command cap on it, that's what I prefer. It's up to you though. Now this is my skull. Once again, the command cap, I actually have skulls that give me a higher command cap. I think I have an 83 one, but at the same time, it gives me a 50% chance to spawn a rogue skeleton while reanimating. What that means is anytime I spawn a dead, you know how you have a little yellow skull on a dead item or a dead person or creature that you can spawn, and by doing that you have a 50% chance each time you do that of having a rogue skeleton. It doesn't count towards your command cap. And there was one time I had 7 or 8 of them suckers just floating around. So, and they last quite a while. So, and that's the highest percentage that I had on anything, and plus it gives me the command cap and a critical chance, so I like that one. Once again, this one, command cap, the unit attack, and it has unit hit points. Now, most of these, when they get purple and yellow backgrounds, as you can see that's purple, this one's yellow, they offer more than one item on the, attribute, I should say. So like, a lot of these rings are just going to be like unit hit points or attack speed. I mean, I have a higher attack speed and damage one, but this one gives me the command cap too, which I really like. Now on these, it's just pretty much your preference. They all do different things. I like this one, so if I come up against a building or a tower that is hard to kill or it's shooting at me, I'll go ahead and hit the left on the D-pad, and it activates that shield for 9 seconds. It blocks 47% of damage. And this one allows my units to heal for 10 seconds, so that I like them. And then, once again, this is my favorite staff in the game. The reason for that is because I can summon 6 skeletons, and it gives me all this other stuff. And I really, really love it. And then on the weapon, it's just whatever you want. The last time I played on my main account, I used a sword. Because it's a little faster speed. I've never used daggers. They don't just have the hit points really needed, to kill things. But this one lets my units do more damage against buildings. That's good because the buildings is what spawns the people, and if you don't get to them in time, they seem to keep spawning people. And there's some areas where, you're doing hit and run tactics. You are hitting a building, and once it's destroyed, you run away. And even if you die, that building still stays destroyed. So keep that in mind. So I am just wrapping up this area, and I'm not even looking for secrets. I'm just looking for it. There's Treants. The reason there's my scorpions, and check them out. Pretty much they just boom, they kill everything. It's crazy. The reason I wanted to show you this level was because there's chickens, and if you have the chicken achievements that you need to get, still this area does have chickens. So, and these suckers, they just suck. But the good thing is my units really kind of damage them pretty well. And they don't do the scorpions. If you notice, they can't stun, I guess, the scorpions. Now, here's another thing. I have 3 clerics, and if you can see them, they're healing my guys. So after a battle, I kind of run away and let the clerics heal things. Now, usually this is what the crew I run with, so to speak. That HRN, I don't know how to pronounce that, Harund or whatever, he shoots fire arrows, and he does an immense amount of damage, but it's not just that. Any other projectile shooting members you have in your team, your crew, whatever you want to call it, your army, they will shoot flaming arrows if they're around him. So if you go in with a bunch of arrow shooters, which as you can tell I have a couple there, they'll all shoot flaming arrows if they're by him, and that's really handy. I also have 3 clerics, and I have 2 giants. This is what I like to run with. And now if you can see, there's a flashing red spot on the screen. That's the enemies that I have left on the screen. It doesn't always do that, but when it does, take note of it. And that way, if you're missing a few enemies, it helps to find them. So once again, I'll come in here and kind of pop a few, but these scorpions they distract the enemies, and it's really nice. And then once again, just kind of hang around and let my clerics heal my guys, and we move on. And here's some more health if you need it. I think that's probably about it. Yep, on that area. So I have 11 more enemies to clear, and we're going to run into the chickens. Freaking chickens, man. I shouldn't need to heal. Alrighty here. And then I have just the one area left, and it's, here we go. and that doesn't count as a secret. And this is probably a big tree on it. Yeah. Oh, he got me. See, they concentrate on the scorpions, which is nice. Come in here and get some wax in on him. He does damage the scorpions pretty well. And as long as you got mana refill, there we go. Oh, I'm definitely... Alright, 35 of 36 or 38 areas claimed. Wow, I can't believe I got all that. Alright. Alright, I'm just looking around here to see what's going on. I don't think there's any secrets in here. Alright, my inventory is full. Wow, that one's not bad. The command cap's 82. The attack speed of animals, I don't usually use animals, so even though it's a higher attack speed or command cap, I still like my rogue skeleton because once again it doesn't count against my cap. So I don't even need that one. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Once again, there's no book I want after that, so that's a gimme. I still like mine because of the command cap. Ring of Plague, I don't care about that anymore. Same thing with that one. There's certain ones that I just don't even use, so it doesn't even matter. So I ain't using the sword. Now this one isn't bad, but the experience one. Now I forget the level cap. I don't know what it is, but there's a certain point where the level's not going to matter. Oh yeah, that's a quest item. Now that one's not bad. Let me see. Command cap 83. Attack speed is up. But I like my unit hit point, so I don't know. And I don't ever use that one. So I'll think about that one maybe. Who knows? Well, it doesn't matter. Alright, now that's the deed. You go back to the crypt and turn them in. Even though you claimed the area, that one, I don't know if it counts as a quest. I think it does, but you got to turn that in, and so that will go to him. Alright. And I don't know if there's any more secrets, but I'll come back in later and look around for that, because if you notice, all the enemies are dead now because I claimed the area. So we'll turn this one into him to complete that quest, and you could always tell because it gives you this. Alright, now we're going to go back to the crypt. Yeah, I do have one. So I have 1, 2, 3 secrets left there and 3 areas left to claim. Like I said, this game I didn't do as many videos on just because there's no point for it really. Okay. I have 12 of them, or 18 of them left, and then I have to kill the Templars, and that's all that I have left for the basic statue achievement. All the heroes are done. I have every one of them, as you can see. And honestly, here's my favorite hero, this guy right here. He's the one I was talking about. Now, it does cost 15,000 gold, but if you notice, I have 400 and almost 500,000 gold, so it's really doesn't matter anymore. Now, here's the commander that you turn in your claimed deeds to, and he will give you a reward. He always gives you a reward. It's sometimes gold, sometimes something else, but ooh, holy crap. That one is good, but it doesn't have my command cap, so oh wow, that one's not bad either, because look at the damage, but that's okay. I like mine. Alright, now this is what I was talking about the level cap. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you don't hardly find any that you have anyway. Now, see how it has a 15 unlocked? Upgrade it now. It won't do anything. You have to actually upgrade it to 15. And this is what I was talking about the level cap. But it doesn't even matter to me because, nothing like the books are done. I mean, it doesn't matter. That's 13. And then see, now they're all unlocked, but once again, they're not purple, they're blue. Once in a while you'll find a yellow one, like here, But once again, my purple one's higher than that one, so what's the point in even bothering with it? This one, this is the one that you can get some pretty decent weapons for, and I guess the level cap does matter at level 50, but you're not going to get to level 50 from this one here. There's no point in it. There's no achievement in the game to get that high, so what's the point in doing that? You know, I'm here, make sure I get the health full. Now I'm going to show you where I found, where's it at? Citadel Entrance, Old Castle Dungeon. I think it's in the Old Castle Dungeon, but I have to go here first to get to it. I think this is where I found the, where am I at? Yeah. Sometimes it gets kind of, you're like, where am I at? But, you know, try to explore a little bit when you're, alright, here we go. Yep. Now, excuse me. I'm finally over COVID, and I still have another week off. They decided to extend it because my girlfriend and I obviously live together, and she had COVID. It's just been crazy. Okay, this one is a secret. It will open up over here, and you come in here, and there's a chest, and then if you hit here, there it will open up this wall. This is a chest that gives you the achievement and gives you this book. So that's where that one's at. And I don't know why I can't get to that person over here yet. I mean, I could get to him, but I think it's not a quest yet to open and free that person, so it won't let me do it yet. But just keep that in mind, that you still have that person you have to get in case you're missing an achievement. And that opened up over here, I believe. Yeah, right here. To open that one up, it's not a secret, it just opens it up. And see, I can't free him yet, so I haven't hit that quest. It's probably going to be in the Citadel right here to get it, which eventually I will get there. But I'm probably going to go ahead and end this video. It was more of a, hey, here's some tips and whatnot to check this out with. You know, and, oh, I know what I got to do. I got to show you the crypt. I forgot to show you where you check your stats at. It's just explore absolutely everything. There's one thing I did want to show you before I cut this video out, and then the next video is just going to be pretty much close to the end, and I'll just touch base with that one. Okay, it's up here. You'll see this little statuesque obelisk thing. Hitting that tells you your stats. The area's clean, 35 to 38, and as you can tell, I still have 3 left. I have the Benedictor's Keep, the Citadel Courtyard, and the Citadel Dungeons. So that's that one. The secrets found, I'm missing 7, which they'll all be in there because every other secret's taken care of. And it doesn't really have much else in here. I mean, I guess the gold earned and whatnot, but it doesn't tell you all the area scouted and whatnot. But like I said, every area on my map so far has been scouted. There's a couple of things that, like, let me see here. Where was it at? There was a secret one, I believe. Maybe it's here or here. These are usually ones that are secret that you can't fast travel to. And those are usually the secret areas that won't always show up on your map until you find it. But, you know, it has a yellow exit on the legend of the map that you're on, so you can always tell that none of them are really hidden from you. So, like I said, the scouting one you should get when you complete the game 2 before you change to era 2. So just make sure and see, I have 3 secrets left in this area, and it says I'm missing 7. And I'm sure they're going to be in here because every area has at least 1. So, once again, I'm almost done with the game. But I wanted to show you that, and, you know, like I said, most achievements pop in the game. You don't have to do too much else. Once again, here's the crew that I use. I love the clerics. I have 2 or 3 of them. That's, if you look at the top left corner, you see the little, by my health and the mana, those little white squares. Those are rectangles. Those are my clerics. Of course, I use 2 giants, which is these bad boys. And then I love my hero, which is Harund, which is up in this area, you know, where I showed you at. And then it doesn't really matter. I like to get some of these Amazons, and once again, they'll throw flamed arrows at them if they're, or spears if they're next to that guy, so it's really handy. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video out, and then I'll have another short one coming up after this, and just to pretty much show you the end of the game. But once again, I could have made videos for this entire game, but many levels are spent hit and run tactics, and why do you want to watch me for an hour sitting there doing hit and run tactics and dying a lot? It's kind of pointless. So once again, this whole series and channel is dedicated to 100% in my games, so I want you to kind of follow along on this path for me, and therefore I don't really want to bore you with just random videos, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Anyhow, I'm going to get out of here and finish this up and come back with one more video hopefully later today, and we'll finish this game up. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to everybody later.